You know what gaming needs? More guinea pigs. I would quite happily make a video called Top 5 Guinea Pigs in Gaming. I mean, we already have hamsters, but that will just not suffice. It's either guinea pigs or nothing. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, you know what? We'll probably leave it.
We'll do the next best thing. Top 5 cutest enemies. You wouldn't really expect enemies to be very pleasant or cuddly. They're usually quite brutal. Or trying to be. When enemies break your expectations by being adorable, you kinda don't want to hit them, or shoot them, or slaughter their families and ravage their homes. This countdown's intention is very simple. List 5 of the cutest enemies in video games. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's bounce into it. Cats. Cats. Better than dogs. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a matter of taste. Battle Block Theatre is just packed with them. They run the place, they pull the strings backstage at the theatre. Some of them are even in the levels trying to attack you in various ways. Fireballs, firing darts, or simply running at you. They seem really harsh, actually. They're like police officers trying to tackle you in the middle of the street. Police brutality, but by cats in the theatre. But at the end of the day, they are cats. And they're adorable. They really are. Even when they do gangbang you in the middle of the level, one of them is going to pull that face. And that face... ah. Then they go back to shooting you with darts again, with that deadpan expression on their face. They're stoic. They don't get off task. They know what their goal is, they go for it. And I respect them for that.
You see, these cats, they're just normal cats, really. They're just the sort of cats you'd see crawling around your household, you know? Eating half a couch, pissing in their kitty litter box, eating some weird, mysterious meat that comes out of a silver package, that sort of stuff, you know? Except these cats in Battle Block Theatre have jobs. So if your cat doesn't have a job, well, tell it to get one.
Cactus from Final Fantasy has a unique style. Its pose is the kind that would impress anyone, since it manages to stay in that exact same position throughout the game. Flawless. It's a humanoid cactus that looks like it was meant to be some sort of joke enemy, however, this is not the case at all. It actually has a pretty powerful attack called 1000 Needles, where, well, it fires 1000 cactus needles at you. I haven't seen too many unique renditions of cacti in video games, let alone them being as goofy as this, so I'm relatively pleased to see this plant species gain a good deal of recognition in one of the most renowned franchises of all time. Well done, Square. Then again, shame on you. Remember when people would just post on the internet in a uber lols random internet speak language of some sort, trying to come across as real edgy or really cool? Roar XD. Timmy from Undertale replicates that with her dialogue, just going on about, well, whatever it seems to be going on about. I wouldn't judge. These Timmys can stretch their limbs to great lengths. When they get real excited, they start shaking furiously, like a 8.1 on the Richter scale level of vibration. It's just so lovable. There's also a whole village of friendly Timmys down in Timmy Village, which all speak in crazy Timmy language. Except for Bob. The enemy Timmys, however, they get their jimmies rustled very easily. They think humans are cute. Right back at ya. Imagine an enemy so insecure that they have to hide their faces. Well, here's our next guest. We have the Shy Guy. Well, looks like it's too shy to even come out on the video. Right, roll the videotape. Imagine Red Riding Hood, except shorter, and wearing a mask that looks like a 2D bowling ball. You've got the Shy Guy. Well, he knew it was the Shy Guy already, I mentioned it earlier. Many variants of the Shy Guy have appeared in the Mario games. In Super Mario 64 they can fly and shoot fire. In this case you get really annoyed at these guys because they just keep interrupting your wonderful journey up tall mountain. But then you jump on them and they let you fly, and all your anger just hovers away like a joyful leaf in the wind. In the words of Oasis, don't look back in anger. And again, in Paper Mario there's a whole toy box full of the Shy Guys. They run around screaming, just having a lot of fun, trying to pick fights with you. But you can't stay angry at them because they're just so adorable, thinking they can just pose a good fight in their little armies, trying to use stilts even. You kinda love them for their havoc confidence, and spend a good few seconds trying to appreciate the logistics of the situation. Then you send 12 million volts of energy through their frail bodies. Appreciate them for who they are, because they aren't quite able to do that yet, hence why they wear a mask.
You see, something that's always interested me is this rivalry between the man and the machine. Us humans create machines to do tasks that make life supposedly easier for us. But with the growing advancements in technology, it's very easy for us to give robots a human-like mind. An AI so convincing that it could be almost considered another person, like Samantha from the Spike Jonze film Her, or HAL 9000 even. And it can be quite freaky, yet quite cool, to see a robot have the same sort of mindset as a human being. Which brings us on to Portal. So with that said,
let's dive into the Aperture Science laboratories. Carefully, of course, there is neurotoxin in there and that stuff is dodgy. Then we explore this cold, dark, factory-like, untrustworthy series of tests and experiments. It isn't the safest place to lurk around in, especially when you're being fired at by ruthless turrets, spitting out rapid bullets when you turn their corner. However, the turrets are far more human than you would think, and to be honest, they actually are quite adorable. These look like speakers, they don't look like things that would shoot you, but these things are programmed to attack you, and you defeat them by sneaking up behind them and deactivating them, sometimes even using one to shoot another. It's all part of the puzzle, but what's really sad is their dialogue when you try to get near them.
I don't hate you. No hard feelings. Please put me down. I saw it. It was an accident.
You don't want to kill a turret that on the outside is a killer, but on the inside is a very humane person. It seems beyond their control. Although I should disclaim that some of them are pretty brutal, so I wouldn't recommend going up to any of them and hugging them per se. At the end of Portal 2, they even get together to sing a big opera musical number for you to say goodbye as you leave the Aperture Science laboratories to your freedom. I think that's a really touching sentiment indeed. It's actually a much unexpected enemy to be considered cute, but my word, the truth about the Portal turrets you see in these labs, it is not pretty, it is sad, and they're just robots, you know? They're just machines, but you feel like inside each one is a very humane personality that wishes it didn't have to shoot bullets at you. It just wants to sing you a song. That's nice, as long as I don't have to sing one back, because we all know what happened last time I tried to sing. Do you want to kill a snowman?
I am MasterJakeStudios, and I promote an end to this video. Farewell, amigos.